Dilraba joins, Filial Piety Project begins to show stories of filial piety characters. Recently, the Filial Piety Project public welfare project carried out by the China Marriage and Family Research Association, the China Senior Citizen Sports Association, and the Heart Series Activities Project Office launched the New Era Filial Character Story Showcase event, calling on filial characters from various fields to tell their stories. The story amplifies the voices of filial piety and love around us, and drives the whole society to practice filial piety and respect for the elderly. Up to now, the Filial Piety Project has collected more than 100 submissions of stories about filial piety characters from Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Chongqing, Yunnan and other cities. This show of stories about filial piety characters focuses on 10 people. Among them, Dilraba, as a popular young actor and the charity ambassador of the Filial Piety Project, used a story about her mother and grandma to take everyone into memories full of filial piety and love. She appealed to contemporary young people carry up the banner of filial piety and pass on the culture of filial piety. Chang Huangsha, a national model worker and bus driver of Beijing Public Transport Group No. 1, led the team to fulfill the responsibility of respecting the elderly and created a series of considerate services for elderly passengers. He Peng, a nurse at Beijing Geriatric Hospital who has been rated as an outstanding caregiver for 7 consecutive years for 10 years protecting the elderly and entering into the hearts of the elderly and their families with patience. He has received numerous praises. Yu Yunzi, a medical worker at Dali's most beautiful family and maternal and child health hospital, takes care of his sick husband, supports his parents and parents-in-law, influences the next generation to form good virtues, and also creates his own beauty and the vast life. The organizer said that during the show of filial piety stories, groups from different fields and roles supported the inheritance of the traditional Chinese culture. This traditional core also collided with the new era communication methods. As the Spring Festival of the Year of the Dragon is approaching, the Filial Piety Project has launched the Filial Piety New Year Greetings Douyin topic spread, creating classics in a way that young people like, and combining it with the new era filial piety character story showcase to make the filial piety culture moist and silent. I also hope that more people will pick up the baton of this culture so that the essence of traditional culture can be passed on forever. Dilireba stylist, is it time to change the beauty route? In the entertainment industry, Dilraba has won the love of many fans for her beautiful appearance and excellent acting skills. Recently, however, her stylist seems to be thinking about changing her glamour routine. Last month, Reba attended a grand red carpet event, but had an embarrassing scene. When Reba walked on the red carpet, the hem of her skirt accidentally tripped her up. She frantically tried to resolve the awkward situation, but ended up running around holding her skirt up. This scene reminds people of the runaway princesses in those movies, which is ridiculous. As we all know, Dilireba has always shown her noble and elegant image. Her stylist always picks her great outfits and gorgeous hairstyles to make her look glamorous for every occasion. However, this unexpected incident seems to suggest that her glamorous route may need to change. Some media began to question Reba's stylists, believing that they should pay more attention to practicality and comfort rather than just pursuing glamour and elegance. They pointed out that in this fast-paced society, people pay more attention to practicality and freedom, rather than being bound by gorgeous but inconvenient clothing. Maybe now is the time to consider changing Reba's styling route. She can try some slightly more casual outfits that show her true side. After all, her fans also want to see her natural style in everyday life, not just her glamorous look on the red carpet. Of course, this doesn't mean that Reba has to give up her glamorous image completely. Instead, she could try to make some subtle changes to her look, focusing more on practicality and comfort while maintaining her elegance and charm. In short, Dilireba's stylist really needs to think about whether to change her beauty route. The red carpet incident seems to have given them a chance to take another look at her styling choices. By focusing more on practicality and comfort, Reba can show a more authentic side and still maintain her elegance and charm.